The rugby world has erupted after one of the most controversial red cards of the year, and two of the game's greats, Jeremy Poole and Justin Marshall, have absolutely torn into the decision. The incident came early in the clash between Ireland and the All Blacks in Chicago, when Loch Tadhg collided with Beauden Barrett. French referee Pierre Brousset initially handed Berner a yellow card, but the foul play review officer, the shadowy FPRO operating off-field, upgraded it to red, and that's when chaos began. "It was a disgrace," said former Wallabies hooker Jeremy Poole on the Good, the Bad and the Rugby AUNZ podcast. "I felt there was mitigation because it was a forward pass and Barrett was really tight on that run and caught Tadhg by surprise more than anything else, and I didn't feel that he could have reacted any other way. I thought he braced. I didn't feel like it was a red card. I thought yes, a yellow and a penalty, but I thought it was incredibly harsh to be a red." Poole's fury was matched by ex-All Black scrum half Justin Marshall, who called the decision shocking and slammed the inconsistency of refereeing in modern rugby. "It's frustrating," he said. "They talk about mitigation, they talk about trying to eliminate head contact from the game, there's no doubt about that. But mitigation plays a part, and mitigation is things like what happened to the player in terms of Beauden Barrett. Was he affected? No, he wasn't. He didn't even have to go off the field for an HIA, so it was minimal head contact." Marshall didn't hold back. "I even said in commentary, at the end of the day, they're probably going to have to give a yellow, but it looks just like a penalty to me. And then when it came red, I was just like, are you serious?" I could not believe what I was hearing from the TMO to the ref saying, "That's a red card. This guy's taking no further part and it's a high level of danger." I was just thinking, why are you not seeing what everybody else in the world is seeing, you guys? It didn't stop there. Marshall went after the officials' hierarchy, suggesting Brousset lacked the courage to challenge the FPRO's decision. "They don't have the balls," he said. "The referees are just going off the advice he has been given." He added that Brousset should have risked breaking protocol and stuck to his original call. Podcast host Andy Rowe stirred the fire further, saying that if Australian referee Angus Gardner had been in charge, it would have been an entirely different outcome. Poole immediately agreed and then went even harder on European referees. "We've seen all Southern Hemisphere referees do that," Poole said. "I'm really struggling with these French and European referees, like the Italian guy. I'm really struggling with their interpretations." He added that the only saving grace was rugby's 20-minute red card rule. "I thank God that there was sanity where they actually had the 20-minute red card. We can see the difference it makes now in a game." Marshall echoed that the decision had massive ramifications for Ireland. "Yes, they survived that and scored a try, but Andy Farrell had to adjust his thinking. He has to change the look of his back row and his middle row, and all of a sudden, the game plan is forced upon him. It completely changes things. Getting the decision wrong affected the game for Ireland, and that's categorically how I feel about it." Both legends pointed to referees like Ben O'Keefe and Paul Williams as examples of officials who apply common sense. "He basically made a call outside of what the TMO was telling him. I thought, fair play, mate. That was the most awesome thing I've seen," Marshall said. And so, the question echoes across rugby circles: when did common sense vanish from the game? How did officiating become more about protocols than players? Bierner's tackle might have been clumsy, but was it truly dangerous? Or just another victim of an over-policed modern sport? What do you think? Was this red card a justified crackdown or a complete failure of rugby's officiating system? Leave your thoughts below, and don't forget to subscribe to Kiwi Rugby updates for every controversial moment from the world of Test rugby.